In the heart of northeast Nigeria lies Gombe State, where every landmark tells the story of a people in the pursuit of happiness and tangible development. The jewel in the savannah, as it's fondly called, first amongst equals, business-driven, diversely cosmopolitan, a burgeoning leader in the Committee of States under Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya. With the northeastern part of Nigeria enduring the scourge of Boko Haram insurgency for over a decade, Gombe State has maintained strategic relevance in the region's socio-economic recovery. Aside being an economic leader in the sub-region, Gombe State is unfortunately viewed as the gully erosion capital of the northeast, with over 200 active gullies weaving a mosaic of ecological concerns, hunger, and squalid living conditions in many promising communities. As gullies travel, rapidly expanding into several kilometers, whole farmlands, livestock, and critical social infrastructure are destroyed in their wake, perpetuating poverty, hunger, and despair. This is the 21 kilometers FCE Teal Railway Quarters Gully Erosion Control Project, carried out by the World Bank funded Agro-Climatic Resilience in Semi-Arid Landscape ACReSAL, renewing the face of a community once threatened by giant gullies. In the past, the aftermath of every downpour spelled doom and gloom, as victims lose farmlands, livestock, and their homes to flooding.
Definitely we have been suffering seriously because during the rainy season you can see that you will find it difficult to cross from one area to the other. There's one. And at the same time, our livestock, whenever unexpectedly the water flood will just go away with them. And sometimes not only our farmlands, not only our livestock, but even our people, many have lost their lives.
Whenever there's rainfall, we cannot go to the farm. Our children cannot go to school. We cannot go to the market. If this is a Shaba rider, even if we beg them, they will bill you a lot of money because of the bad road and because of the erosion. But to God be the glory. God just supported us through ACReSAL. He supported us to clean our tears. When they came, we were thinking whether they were joking, whether they were just playing. But at long last, we have seen the results so great.
Before the project, violent crimes were at an all-time high. 95% of the residents were multi-dimensionally poor. Burglary and rape were the order of the day. Hundreds of Almajiris out-of-school children roamed the streets, and girls of school-going age hawked with no hope in sight. With the Gombe State government under Inuwa Yahaya showing commitment through the payment of its counterpart funding, the journey towards saving communities from the clutches of gullies just began.
Our administration has so far paid the sum of 892,740,114 naira as a government counterpart contribution in order to enable the implementation of this project.
Aside building concrete drainages, people around the FCE Teal Railway Gully corridors were economically empowered.
Direct beneficiaries of this project whose properties were affected are more than 500. We have indirect beneficiaries that span over 1.6 million people.
Ibrahim Abdullahi Gurama is a businessman whose shop was threatened by the onslaught of gullies in the area. After receiving compensation and moving his shop to a new location, he says his business has found new wings to fly.
wurare na da bi an biya ni kuma sannan ta bancan shagon na ma guri ya wuce nan. Misali a san a rana in zan yi ciniki kamar da ya kai naira 30,000 to nan nakan yi kamar 50,000. Kaga an samu ci gaba sosai.
This is the place where Lami Muhammadu's home once stood, a grandmother living from hand to mouth. The compensation enabled her to build a house at a safe location where she stays with her son, his wife, and granddaughter.
Ina ga a yanzu ya goge mini cututtuka mai yawa tun da ina kwamcataccen gida. Allah Ubangiji ya sa wannan biya na wannan aiki ya sa ina samu babban gida. Na tara iyalaina da jikokina duka muna cikin gida.
For Usman Umar, the head teacher of Jauro Abari Primary School, the project has increased school enrollment and retention.
Actually, we look at this, it's just like a remote area. In the past, we were getting girls in our school as expected. But now, we look at the population in our school, that is the enrollment. The girls is even higher than the boys. Now we are having about 274 girls, while the boys are 284. Look at the intervention. When the intervention comes, actually people are now enlightened about the importance of education. And now we have population or urban population girls in our school.
For Alhaji Usman Galadima, this project has transformed the lives of residents.
The socio-economic status of people living in this community per se. If you look at the community, you can call it a ghetto area. Most of them were just living below lower level of living. If you are asked to go and buy their houses before the emergence of this erosion, you cannot price it. You can't just even look at it now. But when it happens, they were given compensation. They moved from that ghetto. They find beautiful houses outside the community. They bought it, what it left over as remnants. They buy food stuff. They bought machine. They have a little bit savings. They have started a new career, new lifestyle.
For Danjuma Abdu, the project is a stitch in time that has reduced poverty and stimulated the macro and microeconomic activities of the area.
Like you can buy things from the midst of the town or from the main market and bring it to the area without any difficulty. In the past, when you ask somebody to bring you to the place, he will hardly come. He will tell you that that place is a no-go area. And when you talk of security, hoodlums used to go into this trench and hide themselves there. You will always be afraid of what may possibly happen to you.
Health experts covering the project affected communities describe the project as a social medicine.
The project has helped, really. I even saw it this time around in our facility. Before last year, by this time, we are having a lot of cholera cases due to contamination because there is no any drainage of water. But for this year, because of this project, a lot of cases has been reduced. We don't even have much cholera cases now for this year. The impact of the project regarding maternal and child health care, sometimes women will start labor at home. Before finding a transport to the facility, it will delay. And that delay can cause anything. It can cause the woman to bleed, or it can cause her to deliver at home with so many complications. But with this project, they can find it easy to find a transport to the facilities.
For government, I think it should start by saying that this is a laudable project. It should be repeated in all the places where we have these challenges. This social service is part of what we call social medicine. They have a long way in impacting on the health system itself. So, and it's part of preventive measures. So if you take these measures, you don't have to be, so if you are dealing with, say, 100 children on admission every day for malaria cases, by the time you begin to have this kind of project repeated in so many places like that, in so many communities, you see a significant drop in all the children that will have malaria per time in a place. And what that means is that you're going to have a reduction in the number of people that will fall sick because of malaria. You're going to have a drop in the number of people who would need to come to hospital for admission because of malaria, the consumption of the hospital facility because of malaria. I mean, you can go on and on and on and begin to talk about the importance of this health system.
Violent crimes teams have also dipped in the area with easy access for security personnel.
Yanzu haka tun kafin kammala aikin ma da aka rubu ma'ana gidajen da aka siya din aka bibiya su aka rubuce din ma'ana yanzu ma'ana hukuma sun samu da shi wa irin su hattara su 99 da sauransu suna shigowa yanzu yaran masu canja anguwannin su akwai tsaro da zaman lafiya kuma shugabannin mu suna iya bakin kokarin.
Residents say they no longer sleep with their eyes wide open or get stuck at home, work or school after a downpour for fear of the unknown. Members of the benefiting communities revealed that they now feel and appreciate the presence of the World Bank and the state government more now than in the previous decades of their community's existence.
That's why most of our people before, they don't know, if you tell them that there is World Bank, they will not agree with you. But with the presence of this project, they will tell you that definitely not only the World Bank, they know that there is a partnership between World Bank and other countries in the world, particularly Nigeria. They know that now Nigeria is in partner with the World Bank, not only Nigeria, but even Gombe state government. So definitely our people are highly pleased with this project, and they really appreciate what the World Bank, Gombe state government, and ACReSAL are doing to this our great area.
Residents are grateful that the World Bank funded ACReSAL Gully Erosion Control Project has opened their communities up for new business opportunities, increased the value of real estate, and improve their human development indices. With a community revolving fund in place, beneficiaries now engage in small agriculture, animal husbandry, and fisheries business, putting more money into their pockets.
Sai wannan aiki ya shafi mutane da dama wadda an taɓa gidajensu an kuma biya su diya. Akwai waɗanda kuma suna kusanci da wannan kwari. An ɗauke su wasu an ba su sana'o'i, wasu an taimaka musu da abin da za su tallafa wa rayuwarsu domin albarkan wannan aiki da aka yi a wurinsu. Sannan masu aiki kansu wanda suke ɓangarorin wurin su ma wasu sun shiga ayyukan nan ana damawa da su suna samun ɗan abin da za su sa a baka. Sakamakon wannan aiki.
This kind of intervention under His Excellency, people are now going to sleep with their eyes closed and smiling to the bank, with their living condition improve. A lot of infrastructure, including that of the railway, Nigeria Railway Service, were saved as a result of this intervention.
As ACReSAL continues its work of saving the environment and birthing multidimensional development, the commitment of the Inuwa Yahaya-led government in implementing the World Bank project has become an integral part of a continuing narrative of transforming the cluster of shanties on the cusp of decline in a new prosperous community bubbling with life.